Here's my actual step count from last week. Monday, 4,200, Tuesday, 6,800, Wednesday, 1,100. That was a rough day. Thursday, 5,400, Friday, 3,800, Saturday, 8,100, Sunday, 2,200. Total for the week, about 37,700 steps. Not a fitness influencer's week, not a lazy week, just a human with an autoimmune disease doing what he could do with what he had. This is the series finale, and I wanted to end it by being completely real with you because that's the only version of this conversation I know how to be.
This video is brought to you by A Hummingbird's Journey. End of life can be tough, and a debt doula can help guide you and your loved ones through that journey with peace and dignity. If you're seeking support during those tender times, visit ahummingbird'sjourney.com to find the answers and comfort you need. The link is in the description.
Let me do a quick tour of what we've covered in this series because I want it to land as a whole picture. Walking reduces inflammatory cytokines, CRP, IL-6, TNF-alpha. Those are not abstract. Those are molecular drivers of the disease that is scarring my bile ducts. Walking mobilizes T regulatory cells in your immune system's peacekeepers, making the entire inflammatory environment calmer. Walking increases BDNF, giving your brain the neurochemical fertilizer it needs to fight brain fog and maintain cognitive function. Walking improves gut motility, which for those of us with PSC and IBD reduces the bacterial translocation that feeds the liver's inflammatory load. Walking is weight-bearing, which protects our bones against the metabolic bone disease risk that comes with cholestatic liver disease. And walking improves mitochondrial efficiency, which directly addresses the cellular energy depletion underlying PSC fatigue. This is not a list of indirect benefits. That is a direct response to the specific biological changes of our condition. Every time I walk, I'm addressing my disease in a way that no currently approved therapy for PSC can. Wednesday this week was hard. I woke up with elevated fatigue, the kind where your legs feel like they're made of wet cement and your brain is operating at about 60%. My calendar said walk, and my body said absolutely not. So I negotiated. I made it to the kitchen and back. I made it to the mailbox. I stood in the backyard for about 5 minutes, 1,100 steps. And here's what I did not do on Wednesday. I did not tell myself I failed, because the research and the philosophy both say that the practice is practice. It doesn't stop being valid because it's smaller on some days. The immune system benefits accrue over time, not in a single session. Wednesday's 1,100 steps are in the bank. They are part of the consistent signal I'm sending to my biology. They count. Saturday felt different. My body was cooperative. I went to a local trail and did about 45 minutes. I let myself go further than usual. I had on a podcast, and at one point I put the podcast away and just walked and listened to the world and felt something I can only describe as good, not cured, not transformed, just good, present, capable, mine. I save these days in my memory, not as an exception to my life, but as evidence of what's possible. When you've been living in uncertainty about your own body, a good day is data. It's proof that the capacity is in there. It's something to walk toward. I want to close this series with something from Zen Buddhism that I've carried with me since my diagnosis. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The idea being, the profound transformation is not in doing extraordinary things, it's in showing up for the ordinary ones with presence and intention. For us, the autoimmune patients, the chronically ill, the people learning to live in unpredictable bodies, our version of chopping wood and carrying water is showing up for the walk. On the good days, on the mediocre days, on the 1100 step days. The practice is the practice. The biology follows, not perfectly, not on a single day, but over time, consistently, it follows. I started this series at the end of my driveway. I made it to the mailbox on day one. I've been doing a little further ever since. Not every day, not without setbacks, but farther. I am not a doctor, I'm not a researcher. I'm a person with PSC who decided to understand the science and then tried to live it. If this series helped you take even one more walk than you would have, just one, then that matters. Biologically, neurologically, immunologically, it genuinely matters. Thank you for trusting me with part of your health journey. We've got a lot more ground to cover, so get excited. I'm Kevin, and I'm genuinely grateful you've joined me here at Battle Within Autoimmune Life. Please hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It truly helps the channel reach more people in the community. If something in this conversation landed for you, share it with someone else who might be fighting their own battle within. I'll see you in the next one. Rest well.